Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. So here we are discussing some problems related to the SSB Physics 2021. In this part we will see from question number 41 to question number 45. Now let us start from the question number 41, that is we have already discussed up to the question number 40. So here in question 41, the energy eigenvalue En, where n denotes the level of the excited state for a particle in a box, it is proportional to. So basically here a particle is confined in a box and you have to calculate the energy eigenvalue relation. So let me write first En equal to, that is equal to h cut omega n, and that is equal to, for a particle when it is confined in a box, for that we can write this is n square pi square h cut square divided by 2 ml square. And if I will put this h cut value equal to h by 2 pi, then for that I can write this is equal to n square h square divided by 8 ml square. Okay. Now here you can see this energy En, it is proportional to the n square. So here the right answer will be the n square. Okay. Now let us see the next question. The three Pauli spin matrices satisfy sigma x, sigma y, sigma z equal to what? Okay. So here the answer will be, I will tell you what is the answer. This is your small I into capital I. This one is the answer. Small I is the iota and this capital I, the identity matrix. Okay. Or that is known as the unit matrix. Now before going to the next question, let me tell you what are the Pauli spin matrices. If you already know what is Pauli spin matrices, then you can skip this portion. But let me tell you, if the spin angular momentum and the Pauli spin vector, if I will establish a relation between the spin angular momentum with the Pauli spin vector, so this can be written as spin angular momentum equal to h by 2, h cut by 2 into sigma prime. So this sigma vector, that is called the Pauli spin vector. Okay. This sigma vector is the Pauli spin vector and this S is the spin angular momentum. And here the Pauli spin matrices, that is sigma x equal to 0, 1, 1, 0 and sigma y equal to 0, minus I, 0 and sigma z, that is equal to 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Okay. These are your Pauli spin matrices. And if I write some properties related to this Pauli spin matrices, you should note that sigma x square equal to sigma y square and that is equal to sigma z square and that is equal to the unit matrix, that is your I. And also sigma j into sigma k plus sigma k into sigma j, that is equal to the Poisson bracket of sigma j comma sigma k, and also that is equal to this is k, and also this is equal to 2I delta jk. Okay. And you should note that sigma j, sigma k, this is also equal to 2I epsilon jkl sigma l. And the Pauli spin matrices, they are Hermitian in nature. They are Hermitian. The Pauli spin matrices, they are Hermitian and they don't have any trace, that is trace is 0 or traceless we can say. And the determinant that is equal to minus 1. And also you can calculate from this, that is here sigma x equal to 0, 1, 1, 0. So 0 into 0, 0. Minus 1, so that will be your minus 1, and also here 0 into 0 0 minus I square is minus 1 and here the minus sign is present, so that will be plus 1, so 0 minus 1, that will be minus 1. And similarly for sigma z, 1 into minus 1, that will be your minus 1 minus 0, that will be minus 1. So here for the Pauli spin matrices, the determinant is minus 1 and also the sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, that is equal to iota into I. And another properties is sigma dot A. If A and B are two vectors, then sigma dot A into sigma dot B vector, that will be equal to A vector dot B vector into I plus I into sigma dot A cross B. Okay. So these are some properties related to the Pauli spin matrices. Now here our question is sigma x, sigma y, sigma z. So that is equal to iota into I. So here the answer is correct. And here I is the 2 by 2 unit matrix. Now let us see the next question. So the next question is, if the radial wave function of the hydrogen atom are RNL of R, the number of radial nodes in R52 are. So here R52 of R means n equal to 5 and L equal to 2, and the radial node you know, that is n minus L minus 1, that is 5 minus 2 minus 1. So that will be 5 minus 3, that will be equal to 2. So this is our correct answer. So the radial node will be n minus L minus 1. So this is our correct answer, that is 2. Now let us see the next question. If a hydrogen atom has its electron in n equal to 4 state, the minimum energy needed to ionize it. So the minimum energy for the hydrogen atom is En equal to minus 13. So this is, let me write the energy value only, that is equal to 13.6 divided by n square eV, and here that is equal to 13.6 divided by, here n equal to 4, so 4 square will be 16, so 13.6 divided by 16, that will be equal to 0.85 electron volt. So this is our correct answer. Okay. Now let us see the next question. The energy levels are equispaced in which of the following one-dimensional potentials? So this one is the very easy question. That is, you know, for the harmonic oscillator only, En equal to n plus half into h nu, or that is equal to n plus half. If I will multiply 2 pi and divide 2 pi, then this will be 2 pi nu. This 2 pi nu is nothing but omega, and h by 2 pi is your h cot. So this is your n plus half h cot or h bar into omega. So here you can see the energy levels are equispaced, because if you will put the value n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, you will get the difference between the two energy level, that will be half h. Okay, so for the harmonic oscillator, it is equispaced. So this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all.